Then Jacob woke from his sleep and said, "Surely God is in this place, and I did not know it." And he was afraid and said, "How awesome is this place! This is none other than the gate of heaven. This is the house of God." Surely God is in this place, and I did not know it. In Genesis 12, when God calls Abram builds a temple. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." So he built there an altar to the Lord who had appeared to him. Sometimes the place of God is a place of call. This is my place of call. It's a spot that for generations, little kids in Illinois have come over and over again to camp, have met God and met people that were different from them. The white kids in the rural area met the black inner city kids, and together we encountered God. This is a holy place. Surely God is in this spot. It's the place where I had my first encounter with God and realized that God is real and true, and that God was calling me to do something. But at 9, that's something that took a while to take hold. But sometimes the place of God is a place of call. Surely God is in this place, and I did not know it. This rock is by a waterfall called Diana's Pool. This is a quiet spot in Chaplin, Connecticut. It became a place of comfort for me. As I was listening to my call, I would go there and sit on the stone right at the bottom. And I learned to pray. Because growing up congregational, unlike our Samoan friends who have a tradition of praying and our Filipino friends who have a tradition of prayer meetings, we didn't grow up learning how to pray. We learned how to pray the Lord's Prayer. And then the minister did all the rest of it, right? And I needed to learn, what does that mean, since I don't know how to do it? And that rock, that's my prayer spot. But sometimes that rock is when you are in between. For Jacob, he's very much in between, because when we left him last week, his brother has decided, I'm going to kill him for taking again my blessing. Not only did he take my birthright, he took my blessing. And Rebekah took that seriously, and so schemed to get Jacob out of there so that Esau wouldn't kill him. She said, we need to let your brother cool off, so you need to go to my brother Laban's house and find a wife. And then she told Isaac, I don't like these Canaanite women around here, so we're sending Jacob off to my brother so he can find the right kind of woman. And so Isaac then blesses him. But the blessing he gives him that time is the blessing we've heard over and over again with this family. A blessing that he will have children that are as great as the stars in the sky, and that he will be in the land that God has promised them. And so Esau then takes a wife from his uncle's house. So he marries one of Ishmael's daughters so that he will be in favor with his parents who didn't like his wives that were Canaanite. And that's when we get to our story today. Jacob is running away from his family, fleeing to where his uncle would be. And he stops for the night in this spot, a place that is a place of comfort. So this rock, this place of comfort, was there with me this summer that I had to do my psychological evaluation. It's like a 3-day thing where they tear you apart so that they can decide if you're not crazy so that you can become a pastor. My grandmother was dying. She ended up dying in the middle of the summer. And my divorce was finalized. And I was moving in with my parents. I needed a place of comfort that summer. And that rock was that place. Sometimes that place of comfort is a place we flee to. Sometimes it's a place where we learn to sit still and hear all the things going on. Surely God is in this place, and I did not know it. I've been slowly building a garden at the parsonage. I have been planting native plants, and this one is my favorite, but it blooms for a very short time. It's and I never say it right, Ceanothros. I think it's blue jean. And it's my favorite color, purple blue. And when it is in full flower and the whole bush is full, it's full of life because it's an early spring bloomer. And that means all the insects who've been a little hungry now have a place where they can stop and eat. Surely God is in this place, and I didn't know it. A place that has become, if you watch my Wednesday videos, a place of prayer. You'll see me sitting in whatever part of the garden is blooming the best that day, although I usually skip the front because if I sit out front, people stop me and ask me what I'm doing. So it doesn't make a good video. But I should do it more often so I can be an advertisement. But it's become that place where now as I sit, as you get used to praying, you go to the place where you connect with God right away. As soon as I start breathing, I start feeling the presence of God. It's a constant place. A place where prayer happens again and again. So, did you know that Bethel, the house of God, is a constant place in the Hebrew Scriptures? That this place that Jacob just discovers and plants an altar at is the place his grandfather Abraham was called. It's the place where Abraham again encounters God and builds an altar. It is the place where Jacob builds an altar and then goes and lives his life with Laban and marries and has babies. And when it's time for him to come back, he encounters the place again. And it's like every time somebody encounters this place, it's brand new and God's never been there before. But it's a holy place. It's a place near where it says Deborah used to judge the people. It's the place where the army, after having a very rough time during the book of Judges, comes and cries. Again and again in the Old Testament, if you Google Bethel, it comes up as a place where people sit and pray. Sometimes it's a place that is the gate of heaven, a constant where prayer happens again and again, where creativity flourishes. Sometimes it is the house of God. Surely God is in this place, and I did not know it. Sometimes this place is a house of blessing. A place where you encounter God and God says back to you, as God says to Jacob, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham, your father, and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and to your offspring. And your offspring shall be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west and to the east and to the north and to the south. And all of the families shall be blessed in you and in your offspring. Know that I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. I will bring you back to this land, for I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Sometimes this holy ground is a place of blessing. We have been blessed in the last 2 years because of Phil. See Phil there? He rescued bees from the nursery school, and then he drew this picture over here. I don't know that you can tell, but that is going to be the front of our tree sanctuary. Meaning outside, we're going to have a separate chapel that will be made completely of trees. And Phil was so inspired that he sat down and drew pages and pages of what this would look like and how the trees would be planted, and envisioned a space that would be holy for us. Sometimes the gate of heaven is a place of blessing. Surely God is in this place and we did not know it. Geisel captured this picture. And now I know you all come to church and sometimes you encounter God, but we don't know. But in this moment, Geisel caught a God moment. Right? A moment where surely God was in this place. You can see it on the looks of the people watching, that they too know that this is a God moment. I don't know where I am because I didn't see it. Most of us didn't see it. But some of us captured the moment when God was in this place. Surely God is in this place and we did not know it. I want to end with a poem that I wrote this week while visiting one of my holy spots. A place that for me is the house of God, the gate of heaven. The white bird flies by above the waves near the cliff top. Those waves break gently onto the shore as the tide turns and the water begins to reclaim more land. Covering the tidal pools where the kids had just been looking and running and stopping and shouting, "See this, come here, what is it?" Life. Surely God is in this place. Surely this is the house of God. Surely this is the gate of heaven. And I did not know it until I breathed. In and out like the rolling tide, in and out with the crashing surf, in and out as the white birds fly, in and out as the trees are steady, in and out as the breeze blows, in and out as the children laugh, in and out as the children splashed, in and out as the boundary is crossed, in and out as God draws near. Surely this is the house of God. Surely God is in this place, has always been in this place, and I didn't know it, didn't realize, didn't understand, didn't slow down enough, didn't get quiet enough, didn't remember, or maybe forgot because we were told that the land is not alive. We've been told to see its value, its worth in terms of dollars. So I didn't remember, was made to forget that God is, was, and always will be in this place. Amen.